I want you to picture something. It's your next board meeting, and a director asks you a simple question. Can you walk me through what your most consequential AI system did this quarter? Not what you're planning to do with AI, not the strategy. What did it actually do? What decisions did it influence? What were the outcomes? Were there any anomalies? Is it performing the way it was designed to perform? How long would it take you to answer that question with specifics? If your answer involves going back to multiple teams, pulling reports that weren't designed for that question, and hoping the data is in a format that actually communicates something meaningful, you don't have a board reporting problem. You have a governance infrastructure problem that a better board report won't fix. Let me show you the difference. Here's the state of AI board reporting in most organizations. Boards are being told about AI at a strategy and investment level. They're hearing about the tools the company is using, the initiatives underway, the projected productivity gains. What they're not hearing is operational governance information, what the systems are doing, whether they're working correctly, where the risks are accumulating. Only 40% of S&P 500 companies have assigned AI oversight to a board-level committee as of 2025. And even within that 40%, the quality of the reporting they're receiving varies dramatically. A slide that says AI initiatives are on track is not governance reporting, it's communications. The distinction matters because of the Caremark standard we've discussed before. Board directors have a fiduciary duty to exercise meaningful oversight of material risks. To do that, they need information that actually enables oversight. Strategy updates don't enable oversight, they enable approval. Governance reporting enables oversight. The two are very different documents. Here's what a meaningful AI governance report to the board actually contains. It has 4 sections, and none of them are the strategy update. Section 1, System Performance Against Governance Baselines. For each consequential AI system, report the key performance metrics against the baselines set at deployment. Is the model performing within expected parameters? Where has there been drift? What anomalies were detected and how were they resolved? This isn't a technical deep dive. It's a dashboard, in plain language, that answers, are these systems doing what we authorize them to do? Section 2, Decision Accountability Summary. Who was accountable for each AI system this quarter? Were there any escalations? Were there override events where a human reviewer rejected or modified an AI output on a consequential decision? What was the outcome? This section makes accountability visible at the board level. It answers the question, is there a named human for every AI decision that matters? Section 3, Regulatory and Compliance Horizon. What's changing in the regulatory environment relevant to the company's AI systems? What obligations are approaching? What's the status of compliance preparation? This doesn't need to be exhaustive. It needs to be honest, specific, and timely. Directors can't exercise oversight on regulatory risk they don't know about. Section 4, the ask. Every governance report should end with a specific ask of the board. Not we're keeping you informed, but we need a board decision on X, or we're requesting guidance on Y. This transforms the report from a briefing into a governance document. It establishes that the board is actively involved, not passively informed. That's the legal and practical difference that matters. Here's what most organizations get backwards. They try to build the board report first, and then discover they don't have the underlying data to populate it. The governance report is the output. The infrastructure that makes it possible is what you need to build. That infrastructure has 3 components. First, each AI system needs a designated accountability owner who is responsible for maintaining the performance data in a format that can roll up into a quarterly report. Second, you need a standardized template for what that data looks like so that when it's time to compile the report, you're not rebuilding the format from scratch each quarter. Third, you need a governance calendar. Specific dates when performance data is reviewed, anomalies are documented, and the board-level summary is drafted. This isn't complex. Most organizations already have versions of this for financial reporting. The AI governance report follows the same discipline: data collection, review cadence, escalation path, board summary. What makes it different is that you have to build it deliberately, because unlike financial reporting, it doesn't have decades of institutional habit behind it yet. If a board director asks you next quarter what your most consequential AI system did this quarter, you should be able to answer in 3 minutes with specifics. That's not a high bar. It's the minimum bar for meaningful governance. Build the report, build the infrastructure behind the report, and then use both to make the board's oversight real, not just documented.